so important? How about everything in Ninjago itself? Long before time had a name, Ninjago was created by the first Spinjitzu master by using the 4 weapons of Spinjitzu. The scythe of quakes, the nunchucks of lightning, the shurikens of ice, and the sword of fire. Weapons so powerful, no one can handle all of their power at once. When he passed away, his 2 sons swore to protect them, but the oldest was consumed by darkness and wanted to possess them. A battle between brothers broke out, and the oldest was struck down and banished to the underworld. Peace returned, and the younger brother hid the weapons. But knowing his older brother's relentless ambition for power, he placed a guardian to protect them. And for fear of his own demise, a map for an honest man to hide. That honest man was your father.
15 years. 15 years of Ninjago, 15 years of Spinjitzu, 15 years of these amazing ninja that we've all grown up with, we all know, we all love. So to celebrate today, January 14th, 2026, which officially marks 15 years since that original pilot episode, Way of the Ninja, when it aired way back when in 2011, we are going to be ranking all 11 ninja, both old and new alike, from my favorite to my least favorite on this tier list. And yes, Ryu does count as a ninja. He did train under Rontu and did learn Spinjitzu, so he does count. With that being said, let's jump right in to Kai. S tier. Kai, the Master of Fire. Absolutely awesome character. Started off as a blacksmith. He tends to be the more hot-headed one. I will say, I don't relate to him the most, but I still do think he's a fun character, kind of that high school jock type of personality, which is cool. He has had some rough moments, but he has grown so much over the series, especially coming into Dragon's Rising. We can just see from his early days, he definitely had more anger, but coming into Dragon's Rising, he has definitely learned to master his anger and channel his aggression in an appropriate and healthy way, and actually do like insane in a fight, because he knows when to bring his anger and aggression out at the right time and when to be calm and relaxed. Like, his mental mastery is insane. His relationship with Wildfire, the other ninja, with Nia, and so much makes Kai an awesome ninja. Next we have Jay, and I'm gonna put Jay just a little bit above Kai. Jay's always been one of those other ninja that I've really related to, the Master of Lightning. I really love his humorous personality. Yeah, sometimes he can be a little bit much, but I still do love him. And he is by far one of the most intelligent characters in the show. This guy is smart. I mean, he's a straight up inventor. Invented the glider, invented the improved glider in Dragon's Rising. It's amazing that the inventive side of him came back after the Wild Brain era. The Wild Brain era was also kind of a hard time for his character, but he has just gone through so much. I love his relationship with Nia. Yes, they have had rough moments. Don't even get me started on the love triangle. But they grew so much in Skybound together that really developed their relationship. And in Dragon's Rising, I think it's at its peak. And it just goes to show how great of a ship Jaya is. And just with everything Jay's gone through in the direction they're taking him in Dragon's Rising, losing his memories, shattering his goodness, and now slowly coming back to Nia and the other ninja, it just makes him an all-around awesome character. Jay, you are awesome. And then next we have Cole. Cole I'm gonna put a little bit above Jay. Sadly, Cole kind of gets pushed to the side. Out of all the ninja, he is kind of the least focused on, which is sad because he's just amazing. The thing I love most about Cole's character is he is selfless, man. He is the most selfless, caring character in the entire show. Like, he cares about other people, he cares about the other ninja, and he puts their needs above his own. Sometimes to his disadvantage, sometimes that leaves him in the dust, and it's kind of sad. He's had so many great moments, man. I mean, Rip Kirby Morrow, the absolute Ninjago legend, and for giving us that amazing voice performance for Cole. But like, his ghost arc in Possession and Day of the Departed and coming back to human, that was amazing. having him go through that and having to learn to accept the fact that he's a ghost and then becoming human again. That was amazing. All the stuff with Yang and the eclipse, him getting the lava arm from the yin yang eclipse and then becoming human and having the lava arm and the scar because he was a ghost and becoming even more powerful was just amazing. His arc in season 8 and 9, helping Wu grow up again after the effects of the reversal blade and him having to reteach Wu, kind of being like that father figure. That was really cool. And then in season 13, Master of the Mountain, finally a proper Cole season. We get absolute peak. We learn about his mother, Lily. She was the previous Master of Earth, and that he needs to stand up to those who are cruel and unjust. And it was just a fantastic arc seeing him do the Spinjitzu burst, and that was just awesome. He continues to be a great character, and he is by far one of my all-time favorites. You are awesome, Cole. Next, we have Zane. Zane, even with the rough spots he's had in recent years and recent seasons, I am still going to put him a little bit above Kai. I mean, starting out in the original seasons from the pilot to Tournament of Elements, he was interesting. Even before we found out he was a Ninjroid, it was just really cool to see him. I mean, he didn't really understand social cues and things like that as much. And it was just cool to see him develop slowly, come to find out who he is, follow the Falcon, find Birchwood Forest. And that memory switch scene, dude, I swear, it is still one of the craziest scenes. His sacrifice in Rebooted is still the saddest moment of Ninjago by far. There is nothing that even comes close to how sad that was. He's just had some great moments. Yes, there have been a few rough moments for his character, and I do want the writers to improve on that. But overall, I love Zane, and overall, he is the amazing Ninjroid, the son of Dr. Julian, and he was built to protect those who cannot protect themselves, and he is an absolutely awesome ninja. And now here comes Lloyd, and spoiler alert, actually not really spoiler because I'm on him, he is my favorite ninja. Now let me explain. So Lloyd has actually undergone a lot of growth throughout the series' long run. So he started out as kind of a bratty child. He was abandoned by his mother to Barclay's boarding school for bad boys, and he knew nothing but to want to be evil like his father. Then finds out that he's the Green Ninja and has to face his father. And then, in Child's Play, he takes the crazy and ultimate sacrifice. This is what defines his character, is the sacrifice he made to throw the Tomorrow's Tea at the Grundle and sacrifice the rest of his childhood, turning himself older for the greater good of Ninjago, becoming the Green Ninja to save the land. That is amazing, dude. That sacrifice is still one of the craziest sacrifices in Ninjago. Imagine giving up your entire childhood, and then he becomes the ultimate Spinjitzu master, the golden ninja, defeats the overlord. His father becomes Sensei Garmadon. You get those moments with them, only to then lose his father again as he is cursed to the cursed realm to win the Second Serpentine War. That was really sad. And then the preeminent dies, so his father dies. That was really sad. He was without a father for a while. Not to mention Moro possessing his body, the traumatic stuff he must have went through there. And Harumi, my gosh, the craziness of the Harumi stuff. Then we get to the peak Lloyd, Oni Trilogy Lloyd, this grown-up Lloyd that comes back. Then Harumi with the Oni masks resurrects his father, but it's not the father he recognizes, no. Because back in the earlier seasons, he was holding back. Season 2, he isn't fully evil. He was holding back. He didn't want to fight Lloyd. No, this is pure Emperor Garmadon. This is the only destructive Garmadon that's out for blood, that's out for vengeance. And it was crazy to see. Like, that battle in Cryptarium Prison, still one of the craziest fight scenes we've ever had. One of the most emotional fight scenes we've ever had. Lloyd gets absolutely knocked out, loses his powers. And then in Season 9, we get this amazing peak arc arc where Lloyd became the greatest ninja ever. He had his resistance arc where he had to accept, I may never get my powers back. I may never be able to change the fact that my father's evil. I can't change the fact that the ninja might be dead, although they were in the first realm and he just didn't know that. I have to accept that, and I just have to keep fighting. Resistance never quits. He inspires the people of Ninjago, and it is just absolutely amazing. Not to mention the final battle with Garmadon. He literally uses his teachings back in Rebooted when he was Sensei Garmadon, the art of the silent fist, to fight without fighting against him, resisting his destructive power with the Dragon Blade, and then ridding Garmadon of his power, and then regaining his power, bringing a close and a full circle arc to his resistance arc. And it was just absolutely amazing seeing his powers return, and even into season 10 and everything. We've gotten so many moments, so much development with him through the Wild Brain era, and now in Dragon's Rising being a sensei and kind of a father figure to Eren and Sora, all the new ninja, and also being a Source Dragon conduit, not to mention. That's crazy. He has gone through so much. I just gotta say, there's a lot more to Lloyd than meets the eye. And he is by far the Green Ninja. He has proven time and time again that he is, in fact, the Green Ninja. And I absolutely love Lloyd. All he's done. He is an amazing ninja and by far my favorite. Next, we have Nya. Nya, I'm going to put her a little bit below Kai. I still love Nya as a character, and honestly, she has grown the most out of any of the ninja, even Lloyd. I mean, she went from a damsel in distress, Samurai X, to the water ninja, to merged with the ocean, to a sensei, to Wildfire and Sora in Dragon's Rising. It's amazing the growth she's been through, and she has proven time and time again how capable she is of a fighter, of a ninja. I loved her as Samurai X. I love her becoming the water ninja, and seeing how much she's adapted and grown. She's grown with Jay. Her and Jay's relationship, like I said earlier, has had much growth, so much growth. There's been a lot of high highs, there's been a lot of low lows, but seriously, they have proven time and time again they are an amazing couple and that they work through things. Again, Nya just continues to be awesome. Love her dynamic with Kai and Hands of Time, and so much to her. And yeah, Nya is another great ninja, another fantastic ninja, and by far the one that has learned and grown the most. Now we have the new ninja. We have the 6 OG ninja ranked. Now we're going to go to the 5. Yeah, and it's 5 actually. 5 new ninjas. So starting off, we have Eren. And Eren, surprisingly, I'm actually going to have to put him a little bit above. Actually, I'm going to put him a little bit above Kai too. I know we haven't seen much of the new ninja, but I see so much potential in Eren. I mean, we have 60 episodes as of the time we're recording this video, and Eren is just a phenomenal ninja. I mean, he grew up wanting to become a Spinjitzu master, always taking after the ninja. He's the biggest fan of the ninja. He loves the ninja, loves Spinjitzu, taking after the teachings of Sensei Wu, and teaches himself Spinjitzu. He taught himself Spinjitzu. That is amazing. And he taught himself Object Spinjitzu. Even though he doesn't have an elemental power, Object Spinjitzu might as well be an elemental power, because that is so cool and unique. And again, he's just such a kind and caring figure, cares for those around him. We've seen how much he's grown. I mean, his arc with Roz being conflicted, wants to find his parents, isn't sure about stuff, is questioning his beliefs. I mean, it's crazy, man. And his relationship with Sora is amazing. They're great friends. I could potentially even see romance for them. His dynamic with her, and they've had rough spots in their relationship too. They've continued to develop too as an awesome duo. I love it. And Eren is just going so far, and I see great things coming for him, and he is another awesome ninja. And then next, we have Sora. Sora, I'm also going to have to put, do I want to put her above Kai? I don't know, I'm gonna put her below Kai for now, but a little bit above Nia. Sora is by far the best female character in Ninjago, hands down, not even a question. I mean, she has had so much development. Her backstory, wanting to be an inventor, is really cool, taken after Dr. LaRoe. But then having to kind of go against her parents and Imperium after all the stuff with draining dragon energies and harming them. She has to go against that, and she has to find her own path because her parents are messed up. You think Misako's bad? Dude, look at Sora's parents. They're way worse. And then her discovering has an elemental power link to this dragon, technology power link to Ryu, and unlocking her true potential, learning that she can do it without that, learning that she is Sora, and she is awesome, that she needs to leave her parents behind because they're following a corrupt rule, and she needs to move forward with her new family, the ninja. And she does, and it's amazing. I mean, she competes in the Tournament of Sources, does really well, and wins the Tournament of Sources. Amazing relationship with Eren, like I said, a great friendship, and again, there is potential for romance there. I love all the moments with them and how much she's developing. She's kind of becoming, even being such a new ninja, she's already becoming one of the main ones, one of the leaders, one of the three main characters of Dragon's Rising, that being Lloyd, Eren, and Sora. It's amazing to see, and Sora is by far my favorite female character and another great ninja. Next we have Wildfire. Wildfire I'm gonna put in A tier. Now the thing with Wildfire is, I love Wildfire. The thing is, I feel like they're kind of holding back on Wildfire. I can see so much more from Wildfire. I mean, she's a very different character. I mean, she was raised by dragons, so she kind of thinks she's a dragon, so she's kind of wild. Again, she's kind of impulsive and aggressive like Kai, and seeing her and Kai's dynamic, kind of like father, like daughter, even though Kai isn't actually her father, like, they kind of have that relationship, that father-daughter relationship. I love that connection between Kai and Wildfire, and seeing Wildfire develop and try to be more calm, try to manage her anger, try to be more wise about going into battle. It's all great to see. Again, I love these new ninja too. We just haven't seen nearly enough of them. Hopefully we get to see even more of Wildfire going forward, but yeah, Wildfire is another awesome ninja. And then we have Frack, and Frack is gonna go up to S tier. Frack, I mean, first of all, the fact that we have a serpentine ninja, that's amazing. Because Ninjago, like Parachuting Kitten said, it really has come full circle that Serpentine used to be the enemies, and now there's a Serpentine on the ninja team. That's amazing. He's a really cool character. Obviously, he's the best friend of Eren before the merge, and then is originally taught by Roz, then leaves Roz after the Tournament of Sources because of his corrupt teachings, and then is trying to, learning from Lloyd and the new ninja, trying to integrate into the team. Obviously, it's a little bit different, him being Serpentine and the rest of them mostly being human, except for Zane, who's an android. Incorporating into the team, we obviously have the questionable Frack and Sora moments, no comment on that. But yeah, he's really cool. His elemental power is a little bit of a ripoff of Earth. It's fine. I still think Quake is a fairly cool power. But yeah, Frack is another really cool character. I see so much potential for him. Again, he is the newest member of the team as of the time recording this video. I just want to get a lot more of his character. Again, I don't feel like I've seen him enough. Again, I see so much potential for all of these new ninja, and I want to see them continue to develop. But Frack is awesome, and I can't wait to see where he goes next. Next, we have Ryu. Ryu, I'm honestly going to put in B tier. The thing with Ryu is he's kind of sort of just the pet of the team. I love what they did with him in Season 1, having him connected to Sora and her elemental power. After that, he kind of took a backseat. I mean, it was cool that Rontu started teaching him, and he started training to learn Spinjitzu, and seeing him learn Spinjitzu was really cool. But it also felt kind of random in Season 3. There was so much going on in Dragon's Rising Season 3 that I almost forgot that he was training for Spinjitzu, and it kind of felt like it came out of nowhere, but it was still really cool. The thing with Ryu is, I mean, at least right now he doesn't talk. Hopefully he does learn to talk. either normally or telepathically, either or. And again, if the rumors are true that he's eventually going to become the Source Dragon of Balance, that will really change his character. But yeah, he's a cool character. He's a cool little dragon. Again, he does count as a ninja. He did train under Rontu, does know Spinjitzu. He is a ninja. It's not in the traditional sense. He does feel more like the pet of the team. But again, he's not bad. Again, it's hard to compare Ryu to like Eren or Sora, you know? He's an awesome character. He's an awesome little dragon. And yeah, with that being said, that is my ranking of all 11 ninja of the ninja team. All 11 of them, old and new. And it is just awesome to see how much these characters have grown, how far this franchise has come. 15 years. 19 seasons, going on 20. Yes, I think there's 19 seasons. Yes, I consider The Island season 14, Seabound season 15, and Crystallized season 16. Deal with it. It's amazing. 19 and almost 20 seasons. Hundreds and hundreds of Lego sets and minifigures, comic books, plushies, and so much media, and just a massive franchise and a massive cultural impact on the entire world. These ninja and these characters and these stories that have inspired us for so long, so many years. It is just amazing to see. And with that being said, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoy, subscribe and all that, and Ninja go!